Another batch of hostages were returned to Israel last night on the fifth straight day of the Qatari brokered deal for a pause in Gaza fighting. After 53 days in captivity, 9 women and a teenage girl and her dog were turned over by Hamas to the Red Cross before transfer to Israel. 2 Thai hostages returned in a separate agreement. Another group of about 10 hostages is expected to be freed tonight. The Prime Minister's office received a list with the names of abducted Israelis that Hamas is slated to release. The 6th group of hostages to be freed is part of the temporary truce in Gaza between Israel and the terror group. The families of those on the list have been informed. Mossad Chief David Barnea was in Qatar for talks on a potential further extension of the hostage for pause in fighting agreement between Israel and Hamas. Israel is said to be open to weighing a further hostage deal once all children and women have been freed. Another possible extension to the truce deal could see more civilian hostages released over the coming days. Talks were also reportedly being held on a broader framework to see male hostages freed as well. The temporary truce began Friday and is currently in its 6th day and extends to a 7th day, with the release of 10 more hostages tonight. Israeli leaders have repeatedly said that the war with Hamas will continue as soon as the current hostage agreement and now its extension has run its course. That could be as early as this weekend. Despite the truce in Gaza, several soldiers were injured by Hamas attacks on Israeli troops in northern Gaza. In an apparent breach, 3 explosive devices were detonated near forces at 2 locations, and gunfire was directed at troops. This appeared to be the first serious violation in the truce pause in fighting that began on Friday. The army said that in one of the incidents, gunfire was also directed at troops who returned fire. In both cases, the IDF forces were within the agreed-upon ceasefire lines. The IDF returned fire, and the terror threats were reportedly neutralized. IDF Chief of Staff Halevi warned that the military was ready today to resume fighting in the Gaza Strip and is preparing to continue fighting to dismantle Hamas as soon as the pause is over.
Experience the power of truth with ILTV News. If you're looking for quality content and captivating visuals, join our news community and become an integral part of our team as we embark on a mission to unveil the real Israel, dismantling the web of lies and misinformation that surround reporting on Israel. By subscribing to ILTV News, you will not only have access to the latest updates, but you will also amplify our message, creating a ripple effect that carries the truth far and wide. Subscribe today and help reshape the narrative. Available on the web, Android, and Apple.